Hey everyone, what's going on? I'm John from 16 Views. I don't really have a reason to make this video like 8 minutes, it's just VSCO recipes. It doesn't have to be this crazy long video, so let's get right into it, but first I gotta roll the intro. So what a recipe is it's basically just a recipe of adjustments for an image. So, you might start off with a preset, and then you might adjust the exposure, adjust the temperature, adjust the clarity, anything like that, and then you can use all those same adjustments on a new image. These are just some recipes that I have kind of made that I think look really, really good. The first recipe starts off with the preset A6, and I think this is one of the most, if not the most popular presets on VSCO because it kind of emulates that Instagram influencer kind of look. It brightens up the image, it makes the highlights really pop, so I think this one is definitely very popular. But these right here are a few extra things I added just to give your picture a little extra oomph. I just did a few things with the HSL, making the blues a little more teal and reducing the saturation of the blues a little bit more, and then just upping the exposure just a little bit. I think this recipe is definitely meant for portraits and then kind of straight photography. This recipe definitely shines in good lighting scenarios, but I think the number one thing that most people are going to want to use this recipe for is portraits in the daylight, because it kind of gives you that influencer look that's become so popular. And to add a recipe, all you have to do is just go and copy the adjustments that I'm showing onto an image, and then once you've done all the adjustments, then go into the little circle icon at the bottom and then just click add, and this will add it to your recipes so that you can use it on other images. So the next recipe up is kind of like a disposable camera kind of vibe, and this looks good on most images, but I think if you really want to give it that extra pop and really make it look like a disposable camera, use it in slightly darker scenarios and make sure you have your flash on, because with disposable cameras the flash is always in use. Whenever you take a picture there's always going to be a flash, so using the flash on your phone will kind of replicate the lighting that disposable cameras have, and then once you apply this filter it'll look a lot like a disposable picture. The whole theme of pictures that come out of disposable cameras is a pretty green hue, so to start with we're going to use the preset AV8. Often when I use this preset on my pictures it came out a little too green, so I just added a little bit of character to like +1 or +1.5 just to take a little of the green out of it so it's not overwhelmingly green. And then I did a few other things, just with exposure, but probably the most important thing that I did along with this preset was I went into the split toning and I added just a little bit of green to the shadows and then a little bit of red to the highlights. I wish there was like negative values on sharpen and clarity so you could kind of unsharpen the image, because disposable cameras aren't obviously the most sharp, so if you really wanted to replicate a disposable camera, it would help to reduce the sharpness or reduce the clarity on an image, but unfortunately you can't do that. But I know, VSCO, if you're watching, if you could add that in a future update, that would be awesome. So this next recipe I really only use for architecture and like shots of buildings and stuff, but oh do I love this recipe. I have definitely gotten some banger shots with this recipe that I'll show you guys in a little bit. To start off with the recipe, I used the HB2 filter, and then I made a few other adjustments like you see right here. But the two adjustments that are probably the most important, especially if you are taking pictures of buildings, is the clarity and sharpness. Because in buildings there is a lot of textures like brick or the steel beams, so with the clarity and sharpen tool you will kind of highlight those textures in the building and make the building pop just a little bit more. So like I said, this filter is great for buildings, and especially if the building is illuminated by the sun and then there's sky around it. Let me show you what I mean. So this is probably one of my favorite shots that I've ever gotten, like just the contrast between the warm part of the building and then the blue sky, and then the sky isn't the same throughout, it's kind of a gradient. Oh, it looks so good. So that's kind of what I mean by having the building illuminated by sunlight and then just sky around it. And these are two more recipes that I've used. Both of these I don't really have a particular use for. I just kind of have them in my arsenal, and whenever I'm editing a picture, I will try those recipes out on the picture. They don't always look good. They sometimes look pretty good, but yeah, that's just 2 more recipes that you can kind of add to your VSCO arsenal, per se. So that was just, a really, really quick video of just different recipes and how to use them. I hope it was helpful. I hope that you're able to use some of these recipes later for Instagram or VSCO or wherever you're posting your images. Let me know if you want like a part 2 of this or anything like that. If you did enjoy the video, it would mean a lot if you did subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, it's all good. Totally understand. Think about clicking the like button. This is John from 16 Views. See ya.